So we did a thing. We upgraded our pop-up and got a little mini toy hauler, little single axle Pup ToyHauler to be our next adventure rig. I never really did any videos of our pop-up. We had it for 13 years. You know, we bought it in 2010. Actually, yeah, 2010. The tail end of 2010. It was a 2011 model, and you know, we took it quite a different places in Missouri and had fun with it. But because of the kayaks and the bikes and all the other gear that we like to haul around, we decided to go ahead and get a toy hauler. That way I didn't have to worry about loading up the kayaks on the top rack all the time, especially the heavier ones. I can put one big one kayak in the toy hauler, and then the paddle boards and the lighter kayaks can go in the back of the truck. But I just wanted to do a video real quick and show the mods. There's a Wolf Pup 18 RJB group on Facebook, and there's some other Facebook groups about the Wolf Pup trailers, and they do modifications and stuff like that. And we haven't even took this thing out yet, but one of the first mods is putting the Stormberg trailer tray on top, and this is usually used for a generator, but I went ahead and mounted the spare tire to it. My big thing was the spare tire was in the cargo compartment, and if you've never messed with it, right now it's a mess, but you can't get the spare tire in and out through that door. You actually have to lift the bed to get it out. So if you have a flat and you're going down the road, you have to get in the camper, lift the bed up, get the tire out to even repair your flat. And I was like, man, that's a no-go. So I needed it outside. Being a toy hauler, it doesn't have a rear bumper, so you're not putting it on the rear. So I went ahead and got this rack and mounted the tire on it. And then not only that, but I went ahead and bought a aluminum box, and the plan is to put all my fresh water hoses in there, as well as the chalk blocks and the stabilizer jack pads as well, and we'll see. So that was kind of the first mod we did to it. The second mod, I noticed that the stabilizer jacks in the front were, one of them was bent, so I went ahead and replaced them with 6,000 pound stabilizer jacks. Way overrated for this trailer, but they're nice, and they work a lot better than the original ones. So that was kind of mod number 2, and then the rest of the mods we did were inside. Go ahead and come in here. This is a bench I bought off of Amazon, and it actually goes over the fender well in here, and I'll show you. So another mod, we went ahead and removed the headboard. These things come with, they call it a camp queen or a short queen mattress, and a lot of people are removing the headboards and putting a full queen in here. I'm the tallest in my family, and I'm at 5'9", so this mattress actually works fine. We just added a memory foam on top of it, but then we removed the headboard because it was kind of useless with the mattress being taller than the headboard. And then I just went ahead and mounted a couple baskets on the wall, and then we have that area that gives us a little more excess storage room, and then we have the shelf up here. So we'll be using this in kind of 2 different modes. The toy hauler mode, when it's just me and my wife and we go on our outdoor adventures. And then when my daughters come home, I got both of them home for college right now, so we do need to have a bedding for both of them when they go with us. So I got this military cot, and we put a pad on it, and it actually works perfect and fits in here, so they can both sleep in here, which is nice. Let me see. Another mod, I pulled out the fake wall that was here in made it for storage. And then we got storage down below and above. I bought these Better Homes and Garden racks. They come with either a suction cup or an adhesive back, and they work really good on hard surfaces. But I did mount one to these plywood walls, and the actual adhesive was pulling this wallpaper from the paneling, so it didn't work as good as these other walls here to stick them to. So I took it off. But again, it's these. This is a soap dish handle one, but this is the adhesive pad, and it's strong. It'll support some weight, you know, with some gear in it. But I wouldn't put it on these cheaper paneling walls, because you can. It's the cover. That's a staple hole right there. So it's this paper covering that'll pull off of the wood. We're prepping for a TV. I'm not big on TVs in a camper, but the wife might want one, so we might do that later. Another mod, we put a vanity inside the camper, and then the headboard. So this is the headboard that I yanked out from the bed, and I chopped it in half, and I just made a shelf out of it, and it fits behind the toilet perfectly. I could have actually chopped it in half and added another shelf here, but I didn't want any more space over here in the shower. You know, when we camp at a lot of places, we use the shower houses. So we wanted to be able to use the shower in here for storage if we need to. And of course, we can take this out if we need to take showers. But that's just a curtain rod and a hanging organizer. And I think that's really it for the mods so far. We put up the curtain. It didn't come with that curtain, but it's a pretty cool camper. We're excited. But that is it. It's got a solar panel on top that will keep your battery charged, I guess, maintained. And then if, you know, going down the road, it'll also recharge the battery to keep your fridge and freezer cold. It won't last long. I did unplug it complete from the power and just ran nothing but the refrigerator, and it ran for 2 days. And then it dropped my voltage down. It dropped my voltage down below 9 volts after 2 days. But it did work for 2 days, so that was kind of nice. All right, so another mod. I got just a plastic storage, kind of a ammo can off of Amazon, and then I bolted it into the frame. This is to hold my black hose fittings, because most of the fittings don't fit in that pipe. I just used a ammo can off of Amazon, $7.99, and then lag screwed it into the frame. Another mod was the backup camera. We had that installed. It's a Furion Systems. It's kind of false advertising, if you ask me, because they call it a Furion vehicle. Man, what was it? Something like vehicle observation. So I was thinking, man, it'll run, you know, all the time. Let's say you were camping and you heard something outside, you can turn the cameras on and see what's outside. Well, it's wired into the lights of the trailer, so only when you're hauling the trailer and you got trailer lights does it work. So it's kind of disappointing in that part, but I mean, it works. I can see cars behind me and traffic behind me, and when I'm backing up, I can see. But we had that installed. They're not cheap, and the image quality is not that great, if you ask me. But they are handy if you're backing up with minimal assistance. I got the 7-inch version. There's a 5-inch, I think, but I went ahead and got the 7-inch version. And then it plugs in to your cigarette lighter adapter, and then it's Wi-Fi that hooks up to the camera. But again, your it's wired to the trailer lights, so the trailer lights have to be connected for it to connect to the camera to use. So it's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So the reason why we bought a toy hauler, of course, was to haul toys. So this is the Hobie Outback inside. We still got plenty of room, storage. I could put another kayak on top of this Outback if I wanted to. The bathroom door opens if we're on the road traveling. Got plenty of room. And then, of course, we put the paddle boards on the top rack and the bikes in the back, and be ready to roll. But that's it with the Hobie in it. We still got plenty of room to move around if we need to. And be ready for our adventures. I'm hoping we'll go camping this weekend, Memorial Weekend, so if you see some footage, that's where it's from.